Hi guys, this is Shuaku7. Today I'd like to do a unboxing video of a 3-in-1 combination glute ham developer, reverse hyper extension machine, and a belt squat machine, which I bought off of Temu. This is the current ad on the Temu website on the 3-in-1 HPND machine, which is a combined glute ham developer, reverse hyper machine, and belt squat machine. And it's currently on sale for a limited time for $324.52. And it comes with free shipping and Temu's commitment for security and privacy, safe payments, secure privacy, delivery guarantee, $5 credit for delay, 15-day no update refund, return if the item is damaged, and a 20-day no delivery refund. It has a 200-pound user capacity, 15 positions to adjust, primary padding with curved design. The reverse hyper machine has 10 positions to adjust, and it can fit both 1-inch and 2-inch weight plates. The belt squat machine has 5 positions to adjust, and that's a good thing to prevent muscular accommodation, because even if you change the angle, it helps prevent your body becoming accustomed to that type of muscular tension, because each angle provides a different type of muscular stress. These are the product dimensions. The pad is 2.2 inches thick. It has a glute ham developer step, additional transport wheel, hyper step, additional band pegs, and that's a plus anytime you can use resistance bands, because that's another form of muscular overload. It's 40 inches wide and 72 inches long, covers 20 square feet. So it's a big machine, and it's 52 inches high. It's great for rehabilitation, physical therapy, and this is what I purchased it for. I ordered it on January 3rd, 2025. The price was $275.11, but I used a coupon for $45.53 off, so it cost me $229.58. And this is what it looks like. It came in 2 boxes. The first box has a weight of 34.9 kilograms. And the second box has a weight of 25.6 kilograms. So this is a big and heavy exercise machine. And this is what the boxes look like when you open them. This is what the parts look like when you take it out of the box. I'm impressed with the quality of the material. For instance, it's mostly made out of steel. It's heavy. The hardware comes in blister packs, which is a good thing. The pads are of exceptional quality, much better than all other exercise machines I've purchased from Temu or off of Titan Fitness or other exercise equipment companies. And the pads are made out of some kind of thick vinyl, but the quality is exceptional. I like the quality. It's much better than other exercise machines that I have, and I own a lot of exercise machines from PowerTech and Marcy, Titan Fitness. The assembly instruction says it's made by Ormaze. I'm happy about that because I like the quality of Ormaze. I own other exercise machines for Ormaze, and every one of them I'm happy with. The assembly instruction says that assembly requires at least 2 people, but I'm going to do this by myself. And it also warns not to tighten all screws before assembly is complete, and that's good advice because it's not unusual to make a mistake. As long as you don't tighten the screws, it's easy to correct the mistakes. The only thing shaky about this exercise equipment is the belt. And this is a belt squat belt, and it's made out of nylon. The nylon's pretty strong, so it's probably adequate and functional for doing belt squats with, but it's certainly not a spun ink pillow belt or the Titan Fitness belt squat belt, or even a lot of dip belts which are used for weighted dips. This will probably get the job done, but this is a cheap belt squat belt. It just is. The hardware, the bolts and the washers and the nuts are heavily wrapped with tape in a blister pack, so they obviously didn't want the screws and the nuts and the bolts to come loose. And I mean, they're all there, but they're heavily wrapped with plastic tape, so it's going to take me a minute or so to open these hardware packs up. And you can see better now what I'm talking about. This was the tape that was covering the blister packs. And the hardware is still in the blister packs, but they obviously did that to keep any nuts or bolts or washers from being lost. And this is what the hardware looks like when you take it out of the blister packs. And they do provide 2 wrenches and an Allen wrench. Step 1 is complete. And step 1 is just bolting the frame together. These 2 long pieces here with the wheels, they're connected by 2 bolts on each side. And this transverse bar, which is also connected with 2 bolts on each side. Step 2 is complete, and step 2 is connecting the center longitudinal tube to the frame with 2 bolts here and 2 bolts there. Step 3 is complete, and step 3 is connecting the 2 rear standing tubes and the front standing tube. Step 4 is complete, and step 4 is connecting the long foot tube and the short foot tube to the frame with 2 bolts here, 2 bolts down there, and the same on the other side. Step 5 is complete, and step 5 is connecting the cross-beam tube with 2 bolts here and 2 bolts here. Step 6 is complete, and step 6 is connecting this cross-beam tube. You insert it here and bolt it, and then you bolt it here with 2 bolts. Step 7 is complete, and step 7 is connecting the foam pressure tube to this piece right here, then sliding this in to the frame, attaching the knob, attaching the foam sleeves and the foam plugs. Step 8 is complete. Step 8 is connecting the short connection tube to the foot plate to the foot pressure tube. Step 9 is complete, And step 9 is sliding this piece onto this piece, and then connecting the conversion connector, which you have to take 2 bolts, and there are 2 bushings, 2 connection shafts that go here and here, and then you run bolts through it. And that's kind of complicated, so take a look at the diagram very closely and follow the instructions. It's not hard to do, but there are several steps to this, which includes connecting the Olympic adapters. And you have an Allen wrench to tighten that up with, but do not over tighten because this can crack. Step 10 is complete. And step 10 is you take this piece here and it slides into this piece here. And then you adjust this knob so it locks in place, and you put this pop pin in. There's corresponding holes. Just align that to put that pop pin in. Then you attach this connecting piece and put this carabiner or snap link on. And step 11 is almost complete. And I left it incomplete just to show you that you attach this lever arm to the frame with this pin. And then you take this pop pin and you put it through that hole. Just like that. And then lock it. Step 12 is complete, and step 12 is bolting in the cushions. There's 4 bolts for each cushion. Very easy to do. Then attach your belt squat belt to the lever arm and just slide in the band pegs. And that's very easy to do because they just slide right in. And that's it. That's the completion of this combination glute ham developer, belt squat machine, and reverse hyper machine. One thing I recommend you do is that when you separate your bolts, is separate them by groups. Like this is M10 by 70. There's 10 pieces. This is M10 by 70, which is a different type, and it has 16 pieces. M8 by 70, 4 pieces. M8 by 20, 1 piece. M10 by 65, 3 pieces. And M10 by 25, 4 pieces. When you look at the instructions, you may have a hard time trying to figure out which is which, but you can kind of figure out by counting the pieces. Because some bolts will only have 3 pieces, others will have 4 pieces. One will have 10 pieces, another one will have 16 pieces, and one will have 1 piece, and yet another will have 4 pieces. So there's 2 groups of bolts that have 4 pieces, but one is 70 and the other one is 25, so you can just tell by looking at the size. The 70 would be the larger one and the 25 would be the smaller one. And you can look at the pictorial diagrams and you can kind of figure it out. Okay, the machine is put together, and the reason why I bought this exercise machine is because of the reverse hyper extension exercise that can be done on it. And to do it, just step into the belt, and I have it around my ankles. I'm going to lean over, grab the handles, and lift up. So to do the reverse hyperextension exercises, do not use it with the belt around your hips like you would for a belt squat. You can use this exercise machine to do belt squats, but there's a learning curve for every one of these exercises because this machine is different. So if you're going to do belt squats, you're going to have to kneel down, and you're going to need a chain of some sort. And then find the right adjustment. It's a question of standing up, holding on to the frame, bending down, and doing your belt squat. And I have many ways to do belt squats. And grab the stand, and as you can see, I can get well below parallel. And this provides me the balance support I need. Now I'm just going to grab the pull station again and do a belt squat. And as you can see, I get well below parallel. I own a rack mountable squat MD where I can do back squats on. And as you can see, even though you're supposed to mount it on a power rack or squat stands, which I have, I actually have 2 squat stands, and I also have a power rack, but I want to use those for other purposes, so I just mounted on a concrete block, which you can do, and which I did. Okay, I'm in my garage gym now, and as you can see, I have a belt squat attachment that's attached to my Titan Fitness hack rack. So I can do belt squats here. And if I didn't want to do belt squats here, I could do a belt squat on this belt squat attachment. And I also have Black Widow platforms. And as you can see, this is a plyo box that I have set up for belt squats. And I can also do belt squats here by my Swedish ladder. So right away, there's 4 different spots I could do belt squats with in my garage gym. And I got plenty of plyo boxes, as you can see. I have more in my basement gym. And this is a belt squat attachment device for landmines. It's put up by Elite FTS. Here's a landmine. Belt squats, Elite FTS Core Blaster. Elite FTS has expensive exercise equipment. I own a Titan Fitness Squat Max MD. And I own a belt squat machine that I bought from Temu. And I do belt squats with the Elite FTS Core Blaster, which I use to do landmine belt squats with. I have 2 different belt squat attachments, and I have plyo boxes and Black Widow platforms that I like to do belt squats in a variety of ways. And this is just another way to do belt squats for me. I even do belt squats on my Stamina PT 1690 pull-up station. And also on my Everlast heavy bag stand. But the good thing about doing belt squats in different ways is that it helps prevent muscular accommodation. And muscular accommodation refers to when your muscular endurance, size, and strength gain stops if you do the same exercises with the same exercise tools the same way too long. So changing exercise tools, or at least the way you do the exercises by changing the angles or widening your stance and so forth, will help you prevent the body from adapting because it provides a different type of muscular tension. And that's what this does. It provides a different type of muscular tension than other ways to do belt squats, which includes with belt squat attachments and belt squat machines. So I like this belt squat feature. But the reason I bought it was for the reverse hyperextension feature. Because there's a lever arm If you use a chain and a cable bar attachment, you can do a lot of cable exercises with it. For instance, I'm going to use it to do curls, reverse curls, presses, shrugs, high pulls, and so on. So don't forget to use the lever attachment to do leverage exercises, which includes rows and deadlifts and so on. You can also use this for crunches, and setups. The steps make it easy to transition between exercises. Back hyperextension exercises. What I haven't been able to do is the glute ham raise, and that's because it doesn't have the curve pad like my other glute ham developer machine has. This is my glute ham developer that I bought from Temu, and as you can see, this has a curved pad which makes it very easy to do glute ham raises on. But it doesn't have a belt squat attachment, and I can't do reverse hyper extension exercises with it. So I'm glad I bought the combination glute ham developer, reverse hyper, and belt squat machine. This is the flat pad, it's more like a Roman chair. But there's a host of exercises you can do with this machine. Okay guys, that's all for this video. Please like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification so you'll be notified when I upload new YouTube videos. And as always, thanks for watching.
Hello and hi to all those people who wish me well. I got sick. I have a stroke. I feel better now. As they go by, I'm getting stronger and stronger and feeling much better every day. And I hope all of you guys will continue praying for me, which is I appreciate. And I hope I don't wish this illness upon anyone, because how terrible it is, and you don't have this kind of illness. I hope you guys will take good care of yourself and don't have any illness like I have. Thank you very much for all you guys, especially those people who pray for me to go get well. I appreciate everything. Thank you very much. Bye.